Welcome back to the channel, y'all. I am going to start cutting into this box. It is a Destined Rivals booster box from Wisconsin. And you might ask, why am I saying that? Why Wisconsin? Because if you haven't heard of Danny Phantom, I am living proof that he keeps his word. And this is a Destined Rivals booster box. I think so. I hope so. It should be. I believe it is. I'm on his Discord, and I'm trying to figure out how to cut this and not cut into the box. So he had a giveaway where he opens a master set for every new set release, and he was doing a giveaway where I think all you had to do was like a comment in Discord, and essentially it entered you into the giveaway to I'm not going to say win a booster box, but he gave 25 members the option to, and there it is. Get out of the way. Awesome. So needless to say, I was one of the usernames that was selected, and trying to be gentle here. Destined Rivals, this is my first time opening the set. This is going to be awesome. Let's just kind of bask in the glory for a second. Anyways, I keep rambling. I never win anything like that, so I was shocked. And yes, it's true. My user ID was selected, I guess, from the random selection picker. And I was one of the 25 that was sent a booster box to either, and this is why Danny's so great, either buy it at MSRP, or I could just open the packs and send them right back to him if I didn't like what I got in the box. I mean, how insane is that? I guess, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. How insane is that? Box here, just putting it to the side. So essentially, I mean, what store owner does that? Allows you to open the item, and if I don't like it, he shipped it for free. I didn't have to pay for shipping. He's gonna pay the return shipping if I decide I don't want to keep it. So amazing deal. If I decide to keep it, then he's gonna send each person an invoice out of those 25 selected. And it'll just be MSRP. His big thing is never pay more than MSRP. I do appreciate it, and which is like 161 bucks. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this box yet or not. And since he is gracious enough to give me and the other 24 selections the option, I'm going to wait and see. Giovanni, Arcanine, Morgrim. Okay, first reverse. I would say I see something shiny, but this, okay. Okay. The best EX right off the bat. Rocket's Mewtwo EX. Awesome. He does have an ability that is going to make this card somewhat playable. Pokemon can't attack unless you have 4 or more Team Rocket Pokemon at play. Okay. Alright. Don't know how that's going to play out in the TCG, but we will see. I will sleeve these. Any Ultra Rare, always going to sleeve. I'm going to put that off to the side. Alright. Packs are over here. This is a new playmat I got from the Pokemon Center site. I just liked it, but it also came with there's a new Team Rocket promo. I don't know if it's still available, but it was there the other day, and I like the Tyranitar promo. So alright, Team Rocket, so nostalgic. Let me know in the comments, do y'all think I do believe that the original OG Team Rocket, yes, Giovanni's one of them, but what are we missing? We're missing Jesse and James. Why not throw them in the set? It would have just made it that much better. But I'm not going to knock the set. I think it's still awesome. I think it's this card as a stamped promo on the team on the website. I don't know if you can still get it or not, but the way things are selling these days. Alright, we're going to keep track of our pulls, our pull tracker. I did see on one of Danny's latest video that Danny Phantom, check him out on YouTube and all the other socials. I did see about 18 of the boxes. Like I said, there's 25 people. I was one of them that got selected. I don't know how many people did a recording. All he asked was in return was pull rate data, so basically a picture, I believe, or Beetle of all the pulls. Since he's a big stat guy and likes to talk about spide ops, sorry. Alright, ultra rare. Not an ultra rare. Just a hollow. Pack, what is it, 3 or 4 now? Alright, so, and I did see that video. Check it out if you haven't, or if you haven't heard of him, check him out. He's got a lot of great content, and really just a super awesome, down-to-earth YouTuber. Seems to be very honest and trustworthy. And I mean, just this right here, like, whether I was selected or not, I mean, 25 people were selected. He sends you a booster box. If you don't like it, you can send it right back, because I guess he's going to use the cards for giveaways and to stock his store, and Blaziken, and probably to give away for friends and people that need the cards, as he says. Alright, I'm going to keep these somewhat even, and I'm going to try not to tear up the pack, so if you see me going slow, that's why, because I want to, and if I decide not to keep the box, which Danny was so gracious enough to have that as an offer, if I decide not to keep the box, then I will send it as pristinely as possible back, as close to its original condition as I can. Alright, Power Weight, Golbat, Mudsdale, Smoliv, Reverse Skarmory, and a Greedent. Just a Greedent, greedy little Greedent. Alright, started off with the Rockets Mewtwo EX, a double rare. Not gotten any major things, any major pulls since, so let's see if we can back to that. I was watching one of his latest videos from Danny. He had posted about 18 or 19 boxes, like the contestants, like I am, and looking at pull rates, most boxes yielded about 3 illustration rares, some 4, one had 2 SIRs, as we get a Mabostiff. Arvin's Mabostiff. Nice. EX. Alright, let's sleeve that. Obviously, you're not going to get an SIR or a gold card, a hyper rare, in every box, but I guess a fair amount did, fair amount didn't. Seems like about 1 in every 2 booster boxes is kind of the mantra lately, is kind of the pull rate lately for what you can expect for an SIR, about 1 in every 2, every 70-ish, 72-ish packs. Like I said, this is my first time opening, so no matter what happens, I do appreciate being able to open it. Sacred Ash, thank you again. I can't say that enough, Danny. And a Dondozo. I was just thinking about this Pokemon earlier because it's got such a, I don't want to say stupid, but kind of a silly name. Dondozo. It is pretty cool though, actually. Giant whale fish creature. Now that I see it up close. Alright. So far we've got 2 EXs and that Dondozo full art. Small channel. I'm a very small channel. I would appreciate a like and a comment if you're still sticking around with me. I'm hoping for, I mean, the first pack was that Rockets Mewtwo, and obviously, like everyone else in the world, that is the chase card for me is the SIR Giovanni's Mewtwo or Rockets Mewtwo. And I guess in close second, I mean, I like almost every art in this set as we end it with the Zoror on that pack. Man, Ethan's Ho-Oh is an awesome. The Moltres is awesome. The SIRs I'm talking about. Even Ethan's Adventure, which is, you know, one of the cheaper SIR trainers, that one's awesome. So many great arts. I still am going to say, though, I wish Jesse and James could have been in this set. I really do. Arbok. A lot of great IRs, too. Psyduck, Lapras, as we get Cynthia's Roserade on that final card of the pack. Moving right along. This is the stack right here. I don't know if that's on the full screen or not, but moving right along. Not even halfway yet. Machif, Dolive, Gabite, Archer, Ogerpon, Shaman, Ponyta. There's a nice Rapidash IR in this set. And a Sneasel. Sneasel. Not gonna sneeze. Sneasel. Alright, next pack. I mean, it's chock full of IRs that have some awesome art. I'm kind of hit and miss on IRs on a lot of these sets, but just a ton of good ones in here. A lot of OG cards, Psyduck, Rapidash, and it's no secret, right? The newer sets with the newer gen Pokemons tend to, I think, not do as well as when there's a set like this with a lot of the older ones like Arbok and Weezing and Rapidash and Psyduck and Nidoking. Speaking of the devil, another OG. Awesome. I guess this is, nowadays, what is this rarity considered? It's not an SIR. Just a full art with, nice. Team Rocket's Nidoking with Giovanni back there. I guess it's just a full art. As you know, that Dondozo was a full art too, but it didn't have a trainer in the background, so I guess just a full art with the trainer silhouette. I don't know if there's really a rarity type for that. Just considered a full art, I think. It's just too confusing. I think the hyper rares or secret rares or the Ethan's Typhlosion is another. I think that's an SIR, or it might be an IR. Awesome card, awesome art. Ethan's Adventure, I think there's an SIR version of that where it's got Pichu, and I think there's a coughing or okay, awesome. I would say it's about time, right? I mean, you're supposed to get on average about 3 of these illustration rares per box. I think this is, just looking at prices in the market, one of the cheaper ones, but I do like Arven, and I do like his Greedent. That is a very nice artwork. He's kind of chilling there, trying to make himself a sandwich, picnic out by the lake. And of course, Greedent just does what he does, right? Jumps where the food is and tries to hog it all. That's what he is. That's what he does. Alright, that was the first illustration rare of the box so far. We've got a few AEXs or double rares. We got that one IR. And you know, this not guaranteed by any means for an SIR or a hyper rare, a gold card. So I may not get one. I hope I do, and I hope it's either the Garchomp or the Rocket's Mewtwo. But we'll see. We'll see. Awesome set. even next the second gen bad guys of the, I think were Butch and Cassidy from the original anime. I used to watch that when I was younger, and I mean the new anime is all right. I mean I've seen some of that. The new series on Netflix. Let me know in the comments, what is y'all's favorite card of the set? Have y'all been able to find it? I've found a couple boxes. Okay. A Yan Mega EX. It almost looked like it had texture, so that was kind of throwing me off. Not there is an SIR Yan Mega in this set. I think that might be the cheapest of the SIRs. But not bad. Another pull. I've been kind of seeing on average, just looking at stats, getting a fair amount of pulls. The lower level EXs. I mean, you're getting, seem like dang near 6 a box in most boxes. So, you know, it's kind of cool. It makes you feel like you got something at least. Oh, that's a nice side hook. Flustered Leap. Good old side hook. Team Rocket Energy. Porygon Z. First reverse. Second. And Zerora. Okay. Alright. I would say kind of ho-hum so far. Not awesome, but not terrible. Just kind of about average. Can I speak it into existence? The more I mention Garchomp, the more I mention SIR Mewtwo. Can we get one? Can we get an SIR at all? What do you think? Let me know if you're still watching up to this point. I appreciate it very much. I also appreciate if you like and subscribe. Just a click. It's free. And it really helps the channel. I appreciate it. Arvin Sandwich. That's probably what Gradient was in. A Gorbis. Arvin Sandwich. Probably what Gradient was chomping on in that last art card. Alright, next pack. I'm not keeping count. The packs are all right here to the right of me. Trying not to destroy these packs just in case I decide not to keep the set. Whether I do or not, it has been an awesome experience. I do thank you again. Shout out to Danny Phantom. I was shocked, absolutely shocked, when I saw the Discord with the list of the 25 people that were chosen to get sent one of these boxes, and I saw my user ID on there. I could not believe it. Gorbis. We just had Gorbis as the rare in the last pack. What are the odds of that? Okay. Ethan's Ho-Oh. Ethan's Typhlosion, I think, is an IR. I don't know if is there a Ho-Oh SIR in this set? Don't remember. I know there's a Misty's Lapras, but that is just an IR version. I think either that one, or maybe the Psyduck is probably, there's an Orbeetle IR. I think that Psyduck might be the most expensive one. Okay. Whoa, what? Double banger? Hold on. I didn't think that was possible in these modern sets. That's a surprise. Blaziken IR. I think this is one of the cheaper ones too, and I don't see why. I feel like if this is around $10, that's got one way to go, and that's up to me. It's not an OG, but it is one of the younger eras. And a Team Rocket's Persian EX. Very nice. Let me know if y'all have opened this set. Have y'all had any packs like that where it was a double pull? I thought that was, I mean, it was commonplace in last era, right? Sword and Shield, and even on up into the early parts of this SV era. But I thought kind of midway through, as you got to like Paradox Rift and Temporal, that they just about did away with the double pull packs. So I don't know. Let me know. Maybe that was an error. So I mean, that may be the surprise pack of the opening. I hope it's not. I'm hoping an SIR surprise is still on the horizon as we get an Annihilate, looking furious. Nice card, nice art. All right, we are, I think, about a little over halfway. Maybe 60% of the way. Ethan Slugma, Yanma, Gibble, Pineco, Don't Explode, Ethan's Pincer, Barraskewda, Proton, Pseudo Wudo, a Ching Ling, and Krusty Crustle. Oh, Krusty boy, Crustle. Help me, Crustle. Mewtwo. This is your pack art, Mewtwo. Are you going to be in this pack? Talo, Slugma. Oh. I would say I saw something silvery and shiny on the border, but that's Arvin Sandwich. That's anything nowadays. Judge, I think there's a trainer of Judge. I think there might be a Wobbuffet as we get that as the rare. I think there's a Wobbuffet IR. No, isn't that? That's probably the promo in the ETB is an IR card of Wobbuffet. I mean, that would have been perfect, right? I think it was Jesse's Wobbuffet, if they could have had that as a card. James is, what did he have? Wheezing. He had Victory Bell. Let me know in the comments if y'all watched the original anime. I know a lot of times in some of the later episodes he had a Victory Bell that would always just pretty much try to consume and eat James instead of fighting the opponent, usually Ash, obviously. Ethan's Typhlosion. That would have been just kind of a sick but also funny art card if they would have had, say, maybe a James's Victory Bell and it's just chomping on him. He's halfway in Victory Bell's mouth, just getting eaten. That would be hilarious. But the Pokemon TCG Pocket, I'm seeing a ton of awesome art. If y'all have downloaded that app, and I'm sure everyone's thinking, why can't they make card versions, actual card versions of some of these arts? Same here. Scrafty, Scraggy, okay. Barraskewda again, and a Grimmsnarl, owned by Marnie. Sleeve this Grimmsnarl. EX does have an ability. I can read that later. Just remember, it just takes one, right? Just takes one pack. If you happen to catch some Evolving Skies up there in the corner, no, I'm not going to open them. I guess I kind of got inspired, the name Matrix, not from the movie, but from just Matrix is sometimes used as an description of just someone who's kind of dabbles in everything, or maybe he's good at everything, you could say, kind of a jack of all trades. I'm not saying I'm good at everything. I just thought of it from the fact that as far as Pokemon goes, I like to open, I like to sell, I like to trade. I play a little bit, but it's kind of all the above. I like to invest. I've got a lot of sealed, or a little bit of sealed, not much, but sticking it back for a rainy day. So it's kind of a little bit of everything. So that's where I came up with the name, if anyone's wondering. Zubat. I know there's a Crobat SIR in this set. Have yet to pull an SIR. Hang in there. I still believe it's always possible. It's definitely possible. I mean, I didn't think you could get a double pull in a pack, and as y'all saw a minute ago, we did get an IR and an EX. Phoebus, Dottler, Applin, Petrol, Starmie, Hippodon, Nosepass, second reverse is Phoebus, and a Blaziken. Blaziken? A very busy artwork, but a very cool one. Put him here in the top as I'm organizing these. Again, no, I'll say this probably again at the end, but thanks again to Danny, again, for the opportunity. I don't know any, not many, I don't know any business owner that would just ship out 25 boxes like nothing and just say, yeah, sure, open them and send me pictures, and that's all I want, and I'll send you an invoice if you want to keep it, and if you don't, just send it back. I mean, the trust level there is insane with people nowadays. I mean, I'm recording this just because I have a small channel. I'm trying to get off the ground, but also just for transparency. So no one's gonna, no one can accuse me of, oh, hey, you kept the SIR in the box and you lied and took a picture. I mean, that's definitely some trust that he's got to have to do that. So I do appreciate it. It's hard to trust these days. There's just so many scammers, so many people just willing to just throw you under the bus. Or, I mean, just look at all the whatnot streamers that have been in the frying pan lately for pulling aside cards. I've seen one that's kind of old where he barely pulled this card aside, Evolving Skies, noticed right off the bat the edge of the border was a Membrion, and then he put the stack of cards off screen and replaced it with something else that looked similar, but it wasn't the Membrion. Just people do shady stuff nowadays, so I do appreciate the trust level. Sacred Ash and a Dondozo. Alright, we did get a full art version of this card earlier, so that is, well, we've got 2 full arts so far. I don't know what's expected in a box of 36. I know SIR should be 3 to 4, and we've got 2 so far. Right? 2. Yep. 2. 3 to 4 is expected. Really, 3 is expected. Every once in a while, you'll get a box that's got 4. Floatzel, Fomantis, Beldum. I'm just trying something else, like SIR, please. No, didn't work. Nothing works. Nothing works. Cards are hard to come by these days. The couple ETBs that I was able to get was me waiting in line on release day at the store. It really ticks me off how you expect something to be MSRP, and on release day, some GameStops, believe it or not, do have booster boxes. They were selling them at $190 on release day. On release day, I think packs were like $6 for a sleeve booster. They should be $4.49. I think the worst one was the booster bundles, because those should be about $27 MSRP, and they were $40 on GameStop, at GameStop on release day. They probably still are. As far as I know, any restock they're getting, it's $39.99. I mean, yeah, you save $1 or $2 if you're a pro member, but I mean that's 50% over. You know how you do the math, 50% over MSRP. Now, I know market is more than that, but you don't expect to walk into a store that gets probably large allocation numbers like GameStop. You expect to pay MSRP, I think, my opinion. I mean, if you're buying from a secondary seller, right, on the internet, on eBay, TCG player, then sure, market is market. But I just have a hard time swallowing the fact that GameStop on release day is upcharging. Like I said, their packs were $6, should be $4.49. Regirock EX, the booster bundle should be $27. They're $40. That's the worst one. As far as percentages go, is that the booster bundle. The ETBs were $60, so like 20% above. It's supposed to be $49.99, $50. We are down to the final few packs. Can we still have yet to get that third IR. Last pack magic, last 3 packs, we'll see. I'm kind of ranting about GameStop, but I mean seriously, the ETBs are $60, they should be $50. The booster boxes, the few stores that had them, they're $190, they should be $161. There it is. There is your third IR of the box. By no means one of the big hitters, but it is an IR nonetheless, and that is Team Rocket's Murkrow. I think one of the cheaper ones of the set. I'm not gonna. It's like all. I feel like I got the 3 cheapest ones of the set. That's probably not completely true, but it just feels that way. 2 packs left. I'm not expecting a 4th IR, but praying that maybe, just maybe, an SIR is in here somewhere. Maybe a wheezing IR for the 4th. Ampharos, Blaziken. Any little luck, any little bit of magic to help. No, Blaziken, the same pack. We got a Blaziken reverse and the normal holo. Wow. Definitely got to be one of the lower end boxes, I think. There was one insane box, just one, but one nonetheless, that actually had 2 SIRs. Not only were they 2 SIRs in one booster box, it was the 2 best ones. Mewtwo and I think Moltres, which I think is number 2. It might be Garchomp right now. So 1st and 3rd, you could say. But still, to get 2 SIRs in a box, insane. Guys, this is it. This is the last pack. I didn't even realize it. I did, but didn't. Reverse. I'm not going to do a drum roll, but wash. Can this wash Rotom? Wash away the bad luck on the SARs? I'm trying not to peek, but I don't see anything. Oh, yes, no. I want to react, but it's not an SIR. But it's still cool. Okay, that's better than nothing. We did get something on the last pack. Proton, if you go first, you may use this card during your turn. Search the deck for up to 3 basic Team Rocket Pokemon. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. A nice supporter, full art. Alright. Awesome. Thank you again, Danny Phantom, for allowing me to open this box. I will collect. I will go through the pulls, kind of make a decision. Let's just see. 1, 2. Let's separate these. If you're with me here to the end still, I appreciate it very much. IR right here. Trainer, I don't know which Pokemon and trainers will separate. So we got 1. If you're counting the Pokemon, 2, 3 full arts, 3 IRs, so that's 6 total. I think Greedent's probably my favorite, and just plethora of EXs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 6. We've got 13 pulls. That's kind of on average of what I was expecting. Didn't get any big hitters, but hey, I do thank you again, Danny, for allowing me to open this. For me being selected, I know it was luck, but I'm very thankful for this promo offer that you did. think about it and let me see what I decide, whether I'll keep it or not. I will let you know that. We'll end the video there, guys. And last thing I wanted to say is something that I like to say to myself sometimes, which is keep your head up, because if you don't think you're worth anything, think again. You are more valuable than you realize. With that, I'm going to end the video. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe for more.